Hello everyone, it's Liam Caddison here. It's time for episode 4 of Supernatural Season 8. Yeah, not bad episode. Not the greatest, but it was still really, interesting stuff, especially with the concept that was brought up in the last episode, as well as the fact that there is, of course, further division with Sam and Dean in regards to the differences of, I guess, what they want, really, with Dean and his time in Purgatory, which I'm excited to explore more of as the season goes on, and Sam and how he's really thought about retirement, I guess. Yeah, we saw quite a bit of a further division with them too, so yeah, but I'm excited to get into this one. It's episode 4, season 8 for Supernatural. Let's go. So yeah, someone needs a bit of a... Oh my god. Oh, those shoes, though. And, of course, the dead body. Okay, very cryptic. I was just imagining... I know what's after me, and I don't expect to make it.
Hey, Christopher Nolan. Yeah, Lynn's
Oh, no.
Oh, crap. Oh, well, your settings are way off.
Oh, well,
Oh, damn, she's gonna show them the ropes.
I don't care about that.
Yeah, so you weren't checking me out?
Well, I do have a thing for beautiful women who respect their privacy.
Which you don't, apparently.
Dick move on my part. I will be on a boat in the middle of the ocean. My beautiful girl by my side.
Aw, sap.
And you can come too.
Nice. See what you just did there?
I just feel like one of these two guys died.
Display of that.
Or he got so jealous and he acted out against one of them too.
Let's get our pens and...
Hey, can you shoot some of this for my movie?
Is that legal?
Oh my god, really, my guy? Really?
Yeah, that's not good.
Someone got murdered on campus? You guys are like 2 blocks from here.
Hey!
Look, Starsky and Hutch.
Oh, come on, really?
Only an aisle.
It's just that, like, I mean, then it's good that the FBI are here, right?
That is so
Yeah, the FBI here, the
Listen.
FBI here is, you know, it's all gonna be sunshine and rainbows by the end of it. It'll be fine.
It's pretty. What is it?
It's the song that was playing when we first met.
Oh no.
There is not a case here. Is a case here. You're rusty. We just gotta dig a little deeper.
This is what happens when you've been out of the game for a year. That's what he's thinking.
Dude, it's so crazy.
Is it just me, or are you getting a workplace romance vibe from those two?
No, we're not going down the Wincest rabbit hole again.
Brian! Meet me at Scott's mother's house! Oh, God. Oh, come
He doesn't know where Scott's mother lives. I don't like the blacking out. That's very ominous. Oh no, he's done for. Oh shit! What in the Slender Man is this?
Is it bad? The bite's gone. It's gone.
Did you taste just punk me?
What? It's completely gone.
Baby, shh. It's okay.
Oh no, I don't like this.
It's okay.
Oh no, I don't like the sound of this.
The doctor said he's gonna be fine. You heard him. Literally not a scratch.
I don't know. I literally do not know.
Oh my god.
Did you just pull that off?
Whoa.
Okay.
He's become Spider-Man.
Now, one-handed.
Oh my god. It's all fun and games, and then shit's gonna hit the fan.
I really want to be able to do what you do. So I think maybe we could go back out there and get that thing to bite me, and then we can both
You
be superheroes.
don't! No!
Serious.
Michael, you can't keep this
This
to
ain't the
yourself.
fucking
Keep what to myself?
MCU!
We don't even know
This
what this thing is.
ain't
Why
gonna
the
be
hell
all
would you
fun and games and all of that.
No matter how late.
This is a very, very interesting scenario, this supernatural episode.
So, what do you think?
Well, based on what we got so far, we could be dealing with another Mayan god.
Ah, that's fantastic, because the other one was such a joy.
Oh no. Oh, this guy's... Oh no. Ow! Ow! That looks fucking painful.
Dude, do you think this is funny? Come on! Cut it out!
Well, at least, you know,
Can I
pause
ask
at
you
the
something,
right
Bottom?
second.
With everything that's happened, Kate, you're not trying to justify.
We don't know what happened, Brian. What, he can't defend himself?
Sad thing is, there's a lack of control as well, so...
Hey, whoa. Figured I'd see you guys again. Well, if you did your job right, we wouldn't be here.
Oh, wow, Dean!
If it's me or yourself, you need to back off. Why? You gonna eat my heart too?
Foreshadow! Oh, shit!
I don't know what's happening to me.
Oh, Michael.
I don't know who I am anymore.
The biggest animal in the county is a raccoon.
Thank you for your time.
That you know of.
Hey.
So, what'd I miss? Anything?
Not unless you want to put an APB out on Rocky Raccoon.
Great.
Rocket. It's
The
Rocket.
police files are not online.
Come on, Michael. Jeez.
How'd you find us?
GPS and your phones. Duh.
You're starting to creep me out, man.
The feeling's mutual, dude.
What else can you hack into, Brian?
Oh, boy.
And can transform before, during, and after the lunar cycle.
Oh, no.
See that? Pure bloods don't black out during the transformation. They can control themselves. Some have been able to subsist off of animal hearts. So what? We're hunting a werewolf with a pedigree?
Michael, baby.
But then again, yeah, you can just capture, try to assess from the camera. Because, yeah, that would have gotten it. So just slow-mo it, 0.25, just knock the mic.
A little early for office hours, Brian. What can I help you with?
I know what you are.
Bold to just say that in front of him. Brian, you're playing with fire, but, yeah.
Really? Huh. Well, how about I cut you with this?
Brian,
Hey,
listen.
you made a silver, you know.
I mean, you're threatening him with a knife, so of course he's going to
You're not
react.
what you think that I am.
I don't care what you are. I just
Even
want you
if he
to tell me.
wasn't. Oh, but there we go.
I want to be Ralph.
We don't get to choose who we are.
I did.
Oh my God.
Oh my god.
What are you, insane?
You're welcome.
And there we go.
Thank you.
Is that released from, like, that curse?
What was he looking at? What the hell?
And this is gonna oh no.
Or what? You gonna cry some more?
Cry wolf. Oh shit. And this is how it all goes down. Oh shit, there's the... Yeah. Oh no. Okay, okay. Okay. Oh my god, this is fucked.
Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
She's gonna absolutely tear Brian apart.
Brian, I'm coming out.
Shit.
I see.
Yeah, you want a good capture on this shit. Fuck.
I've never hurt anyone. Nobody human anyway.
Holy shit. That's it
I
though,
didn't choose
because
this. Please. Please give me a chance.
Okay, so,
this feels like the longest intro ever as well.
That is Brian Wilcox, our friendly neighborhood cameraman.
Right.
Just with the things coming up, yeah.
All right, let's give her a shot. Seriously?
Yeah.
Bro.
Look, if Kate pops back up, I mean, if she strays, then
Holy
no
shit.
questions asked. We do what we gotta do. And, do I really say awesome a lot?
That's it. They were talking shit about these two, and he's like, the fuck? Holy shit, that was a very different, interesting episode. Because I can imagine that this might not be everyone's, you know, slice of toast or whatever. I know, you know, cup of tea is usually the term you go with, but I'm gonna, you know, I'm changing it up, okay? Don't sue me. But I found that very, very interesting. Like, it didn't feel... It didn't feel too detached whatsoever. Like, especially... I mean, yeah, Dean and Sam were pretty much in the background with this episode. But the focus was more on the monster... Or at least the, I guess, monsters of the week. And really the sad circumstances that come around it. I mean... We've seen quite a few times where there's been a very controversial debate about people who do, you know, I guess blend into the supernatural world because they've been turned. Or at least they've been trying to pass off as human, and there's that sad need to, you know, feed or whatever. And obviously season 7 there was a whole Amy debacle, which I'm not going to open those can of worms, I guess, because it's quite it is quite the subject. But I mean, not just for the characters themselves in terms of what they have to contend with, but for like Dean and Sam, really, especially Dean. Like Sam has been around Dean for so long in terms of how he deals with a sad situation like this, and, you know, there's a bit of a default there. But there is that sympathy for Dean, and yeah, you know, Purgatory might have helped there, but it's still a bit of growth in terms of, like, you know, yeah, she's right. She didn't kill anyone, I guess. That was just walking by or whatever, minding their own business. Reason why she killed Brian took things to the extreme. And, yeah, because not only was he really jealous about, really the thing that Kate and Michael had, and the fact that he was the, weakest link, but it was... Yeah, it was the fact that he just took control, and Kate had to do that, so... But an interesting take for this episode. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's not going to be the greatest episode out there. It's not going to be, like, if I'm doing a Supernatural rewatch, it's probably not going to be there. But I liked it. I mean, I do feel, as I said, that this episode might not be one particularly, you know, that's high up there. Especially, like, it does become a little bit risky when you try to change it up drastically, I guess you could say. You have a Sam and Dean Light episode, and they're more so background characters, if anything, and the focus becomes these 3 kids, essentially. And it could turn out to be a drag, it could turn out to be but I thought it was a very interesting experience, like especially going to the POV of, well, not just the POV of those that are, I guess, who Sam and Dean are not primarily looking for, because I'm guessing that would have been the professor. But at the same time, they were also primarily looking for Michael after, after Scott got killed. So yeah, but it was a very, very interesting perspective, because it wasn't just the fact that, I guess, we looked at the POV from, I guess, the monsters, and I use that because of what I'm about to talk about in a bit, but about the characterization of Michael and Kate especially, but it was more so the POV of those who have had their lives mainly unwillingly turned, and I found it very, very interesting, because with Michael and Kate, as I said, they didn't ask for this. They did not want this. And in terms of their shift to being a werewolf, they became very sympathetic, not just in terms of the audience being captivated by them, but also in terms of how they were dealing with this themselves, how they were so remorseful and hurting over this. Whereas with Brian, he was like, you know what? Beef me up. Let's get this werewolf show underway. He was willing to turn. And yet there was a lack of a sympathetic degree with him. And even when it became the subject of his humanity before he got turned into a werewolf, he was jelly. He was not. He was tired of being the sidekick. He wanted to be the main event star. And yeah, there was that real corruption when he finally was on, I guess, a level playing field with Michael. Because he was no longer the sidekick. He and not just that though, but he had feelings for Kate at the end of the day as well. And he was like, you know what, I can compete for her. You're not going to take this opportunity away from me. So that power really corrupted him at the end of the day. But again, before he became a werewolf, there was that agony. There was that he wasn't really the he might have had that low confidence and all of that shit, but it's not and for me, I didn't get Michael as I didn't get the idea that Michael was a shitty person or anything like that. If anything, I feel like with Michael, he was, trying to look. He was trying to look out for people and all of that. And with Michael, he was trying to. Whilst he has that confidence and all of that, he was just trying to be a decent person, I guess. At the end of the day, yeah, might have been a terrible student, I guess, but he had a bit more of a, I guess, positive approach. I guess, than a very invasive and tormented Brian. So, yeah. And it was just very, very interesting seeing how when they did turn into the werewolves, all 3 of them, that kind of nice demeanor, that I guess benevolent attitude that they had, kind of set the scene in terms of how they would react in terms of being a werewolf. With Michael, he was just absolutely distraught about what he had done. It was all fun and games, of course, and then, the inevitable did happen. But, yeah, he was just absolutely distraught, and, he just could not tolerate this, whereas Brian, he was just wanting a bit of that, and then, that jealousy, that anguish and all of that, he suddenly felt like he was the alpha male. He suddenly wanted to be the alpha male of the group. And he felt that way when he killed Michael. He was tired of being the sidekick, and he was going to knock Michael off his throne. And, you know, there was also that testament when he was being very, very forceful for Kate. Not just in terms of, you know what? Michael's nothing. I can look after you. He was being very, very, intimidating there. But also, of course, the elephant in the room, which was turning Kate on, without permission and all of that. So, yeah. And I couldn't really blame Kate, really, when she acted in self-defense, because that's it. What Brian did was take away... I mean, she still has that humanity at the end of the day, especially when it comes to her decisions about, you know what, you don't need to come for me. I'm just gonna, feed on animal heart and all of that. But there was that situation where Brian made her a wolf without, even asking and all of that, and essentially ruined her life. So Kate, there was that self-defense, really, and yeah. So I did like the ending of that, especially with I mean, Kate, she suffered so much, and yeah, it was just very, very great to see, how they were dealing with those emotions and how they were dealing with this transformed state and how that affected Dean and Sam, because it was very, very important, especially for Dean, to digest what they just saw. So Sam's always had a bit of a empathetic approach anyways, but obviously when it comes to Dean, there have been very, very, there have been very, very questionable decisions that he has done because, like I said, and I'm not going to open the can of worms because obviously there are, two sides to the coin in terms of those who, might understand why Dean did what he did and those who, who will chastise him. But obviously last season there was a big moment where he killed Amy, despite the fact that, Amy said this about trying to live more honestly and she wouldn't, go after people again. And then in this episode, you have Dean, which obviously Purgatory is going to play a huge influence on Dean's mind state about not going after Kate. But you've got this episode where Dean, surprised, because that's it though. With Sam, he was like he was not expecting Dean to show remorse there. He was like, okay, well, she's got a half a day ahead of us, so yeah. But Dean... Dean saw the pain that especially Michael and Kate went through, and he, at the end of the day, he decided, okay, well, if she does betray what she said, sure, but yeah. Dean had that moment where he wasn't gonna go through with it, like right here, right now. Yeah, sure. If Kate does go off the deep end, maybe they have to do something about it. But, yeah, and that's it though. Like it, they were prepared to do so, but Dean was like, "Nah, we'll see how things go." I guess. But for now. Yeah, so, But again, that really, I mean, obviously Purgatory does play a huge impact in terms of why Dean's decided, you know what, let's not jump the gun in terms of chasing down Kate. And there was that sympathy when it came to obviously what Kate's been through, and yeah, and as well as the fact that, I mean, there is that human element. It's not just the fact that, well, she's now part of the monster world, I guess, but there is that human element. She didn't ask for this. She is hurt about the fact that Brian did that to her. And, well, her life's been entirely fucked up now because of Brian, so, but she's still gonna try and maintain that humanity. She's gonna try and still be benevolent and all of that, so yeah. But yeah, like I said, a very interesting concept, I would say, with this episode, and I didn't mind it whatsoever. Yeah, it might not be the greatest episode out there, sure, and I can see some people just not being too chuffed about this, but I honestly thought it was a very, very interesting and different way of telling a supernatural episode. Like, you go 8 seasons and you suddenly start to run dry in terms of, okay, how can we still make this fresh and all of that. And this was a very, very great way of not just having Dean and Sam in the background, but still, you know, having a bit of growth from well, mainly Dean, I would say, because we discussed about, you know, how it can be a bit iffy at times, but also it was a very interesting idea of showcasing an episode from the viewpoint of those, I guess, who are deemed the monsters, but not just that. Because you could have just had a vampire and all. You could have just, if you were going to make an episode where the POV was from the monsters' standpoint, I mean, you could have just done anything like from the POV of someone, you know, that doesn't have remorse and all of that. But you've got 3 people who, like, whose lives have been turned upside down, and not just that though, but you've got that remorse from Kate from Michael, and the conflicting situation with Brian. So yeah, it was very interesting to do. So I, you know, pretty much enjoyed this episode, if I'm going to be honest. So yeah, until then though, guys, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!